What up, Dokkanners? We have maintenance coming up on Dokkan for the upcoming Part 2 festivities. So this is your friendly reminder to Dokkan responsibly. Burn up your stamina as much as possible so that you will be ready for the maintenance period. When the game is idle, the game is inaccessible, inoperable, the game will still be working for you to an extent. Why do I tell people to do this? Because, well, most recently we had an instance take place November 15th, 2023, where Global Dokkan fumbled the bag pretty badly, and it resulted in not only World Tournament being postponed indefinitely, but the game was in maintenance for so long that it actually threatened daily login streaks. It got pretty bad. So that is why it is always good to burn as much stamina as possible. Ultimately, you can't do a thing if the game goes into maintenance for an extended amount of time, but the best that you can do is at least get free stamina out of it. If you go into a maintenance period with full stamina, then when you come out of it, you will have the same amount of stamina. Whereas somebody who has zero stamina going in can come out of a long maintenance with a fresh new bar of stamina, thereby having to prolong the need to burn meat or to burn a dragonstone or whatever other thing that you'd have to do to otherwise engage in more content in the game. It's just a little thing that I like to call Dokkanning responsibly. So hopefully you guys are on top of that. This is going to be happening a couple of hours after the new day's login. I am dropping this video several hours before that to give you guys ample time to prepare. So for 2 hours after the reset kicks in, you can do your daily missions, you can burn up all your stamina, and then get ready, because at 1800 for me until 2330, which is 5.5 hours, the game will be inoperable. And during that time, well, what is going to happen? I'm glad you asked. Let's take a look at the stuff on the Dokkan Wiki here. So let's switch over. Let's go to the news. We already talked about this before. We're going to be getting all of the assets for the upcoming content. Now, for Global versus JP, I think the only difference is that Global is getting one extra thing that JP is not. JP is not slated to receive anything Super Battle Road or Extreme Super Battle Road related, but Global is getting Stage 47 Majin powers. So, as usual, we will be getting the assets and all of the information for all of these different things. Map assets and missions for Extreme Super Battle Road. Both versions are getting the new support memory Boosto and the assets involved. I still don't know what the support memory in question is going to be. We'll have to find out later on when we get the data download. When the data download kicks in, that is when we will find out everything. We will know what the support memory is going to be. We will know what the missions are, these high difficulty missions that we are going to be getting. We will know exactly what those are. We will also know what the assets are, the map data, all that stuff for the upcoming new challenge event, Intensifying Fights. So if you're not somebody who likes to be spoiled on this sort of thing, then do be wary. The next 2 data download videos that I will be dropping will probably spoil a lot of stuff, but when it actually comes to the core content, I will be doing my first trial run videos either on stream or afterwards, so you guys can see how I do then. Intensifying Fights, like I said before, I think still seems to be some sort of an escalation model event, something similar to the Legendary Goku event. My theory is that it's going to be a series of miniature legendary events across, you know, Z and Super for other characters. The only thing that kind of breaks this logic is Beerus. Beerus only has one form, which is regular form, and then like Mad Hakai, which is basically it. Only has 2 forms. One is regular, one is full power. Not really much for a legendary event of sorts. So is it just going to ultimately be like a red zone? Is it going to be Legendary Goku event? Is it going to be both? We will ultimately find out all of that stuff when the data download does drop. Whenever it comes to like new boss events, new boss levels, we also do get boss info, but it's not exactly confirmed right on the spot. It's usually what happens is where like the data heads will put together all the assets that are there, and they'll try to piece together what they think the boss data would look like. Ultimately, when the actual event starts, that's when we will know for sure, but we'll still get a rough estimate. And that's pretty much it. So when it comes to the data download, it's going to be all this stuff. Global getting some sort of a peel off, you know, deal is probably also on the table. Whenever it comes to, you know, legendary summons, they usually try to do something, but maybe for this one they don't. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what that is going to be like. And then Global could also get assets for upcoming celebrations past this. Maybe they decide to, I don't know, give us the Carnival, not the Carnival Omega, but maybe the Omega Shenron's Birth of the Shadow Dragons event. I mean, I don't know. This is full on cope here. This is based on really nothing at all. But the fact that we are still not getting that is kind of annoying me. I know that we have to just wait, and that's just how it goes. But I just really want to experience the event that JP players were raving about for so long. And the fact that that is like just not something that I can do is very annoying. So I would like to see that soon. Part of me is like holding on to this irrational cope that we get that event during this, but probably not going to happen. Let me know if you guys have any weird, wacky theories. So that, oh, and then also, you know what? We actually got a little bit of an announcement for a free stone. Everybody got a free stone. If you check your inbox, you might have received a, not might have, you definitely got a free Dragonstone. Why is this? Well, because they worded something a little bit weird, which is also ironic considering the fact that the stone sales are no longer relevant for the current Android 21 celebration. The Android 21 celebration, the stone sales ended December 11th at 10 p.m., which for me was yesterday, last night. And the celebration overall is going to be ending in about a day. So we need new stone sales, but they're not going to be kicking in until the new celebration starts. So for about another day and a half, we will be without Dragonstones. I don't know if we've had a 2-day Dragonstone sale drought ever in Dokkan history. I know we've had like a day and a half. I don't know if we've ever had like 2.5 days or more, but I could be wrong. I'm not a Dokkan historian because I haven't been around since year 1. But from my experience, I don't believe it's ever been that long. So if you were someone who was trying to buy the rest of these stone sales before they went away, well, unfortunately, you're out of luck. But what's ironic is that they did realize something at the end of this whole thing, that they worded something incorrectly. So the original description was buy 32 Dragonstones for the price of 12. And it was supposed to be buy 12 Dragonstones and get 32 extra stones, which is literally the same thing. Like, you're not falsifying information here. You're not like misleading the consumer. But I guess, you know, when it comes to legal stuff, you always got to deal in absolutes. So I guess they decided, you know, this was worth mentioning. So y'all got a free Dragonstone, which is awesome. You know, I'm gonna title that my video, free Dragonstone, just one free Dragonstone, that one, just that one. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about here is a couple of things that I've been seeing on social media regarding the new LR. Now, I know some people are probably not too thrilled about the unit. I'm sure some people probably have their opinions on the animations and whatnot. You are all completely okay to feel however you like. I'm not here to talk about any of that. But I do want to say that I'm very surprised at how much discussion I've been seeing regarding the unit's numbers. And normally, I'm not someone who looks at calculations. I'm not someone who looks at JP. Some of you guys might be wondering, Toon, why didn't you know that JP did this or JP did that? Because I just like to experience things as a fresh global Dokkaner to kind of give that more, I guess, first impression vibe or more sincere version of that for you guys when it comes to like new content. So that sort of also transitions into, or that also kind of correlates with calculations. I don't like to see it because to me, that's like a data download showcase that I don't want to see until I get to try my unit first. But I've seen so much of this on social media that I couldn't ignore it. And some of the information is kind of staggering. So for one thing, I have never seen a team eclipse 900,000 HP, but apparently that is achievable on a full Super Saiyans team with max HP conditions, including the new LR Saiyan Trio. I think that's probably also what we're going to be calling the unit. Super Saiyan Trio, LR. I mean, I'm not going to say LR Super Saiyan Goku, Vegeta, Trunks. I'm not doing that. So I'm probably going to call it the Super Saiyan Trio. Super Saiyan 3. No. Super Saiyan Trio is fine. This is one crazy thing that I saw. This unit's got a ton of health, 24,000 in max conditions. Apparently, the highest health stat in the game for a full collective team is almost 1 million health. I did not know this. Big shout out to Halvard for the calculations and showing this to me. 954,000 health can be achieved with a full Future Saga team, which is just stupid. Stupid good, but like ridiculous. I was joking how with this much health, you don't even need defense. Obviously, you do need defense, but this is actually pretty crazy. This is going to become a more and more regular thing as we go through the next maybe year or two, where you take a 600,000 damaging super attack and you think you're dead, but then you're not. You still got like another third left. You got a full notch left in your health. That's going to be something that you will probably be hearing from me in my videos where I freak out over nothing. This is probably going to be the culprit behind it. So aside from the staggering health stat, a couple of numbers here that I wanted to show you guys. When it comes to the unit's defensive calculations, after 4 additional super attacks, right? Post 18 key with 4 additional attacks, we're looking at 2 million defense without support. With 5 super attack effect stacks, we're looking at a 3.5 million defense. With 40% support, we're looking at a 4 million defense with the same condition. So max possible defense for this unit, I believe at Rainbow? 4 million defense. I'm assuming Rainbow. We'll go ahead and just assume that. And then for the HP stats, I mean, we already saw this. It was crazy. Max individual HP that this provides to the team, 129,000 health. But this is the main thing that I want to talk about. And big shout out to Rocket Lizard for this full breakdown here. Turn 2, Bulma support. Attack, 16 million, 10 million, 12 million, which is good. Crazy, right? With the Bulma support. Bulma Power of Wishes. This unit Power of Wishes. You love to see it. Turn 4, Bulma support plus 3 attack stacks plus 1 defensive stack. 16 million on the first one, 11, 12, 13 million on the next few. Defense also looking pretty good. Then if we go to turn 6, Bulma, 4 attack stacks plus defense stack, and active skill. Is this real? 62 million? 63 million? Is this real? I mean, what? 63 million attack? 25 million, 17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, like, this is what I don't look at calculations, so I'm not used to seeing this. Is this normal? I'm inclined to say no. And if we look at the defense, 1.3, I mean, just so this unit is not a must-have. I still stand by that for now. But one thing that I've learned from these, like from the discourse that I've seen on social media, is that this unit is going to be a rapid fire blitzkrieg destroying unit with the amount of attack potential and stat boosting that you've got with these early setups. We're looking at a turn 4, turn 5, just utter and complete domination. This kind of reminds me of the 8-year LRs, but to a crazier degree. So I am actually very, very intrigued in seeing how this unit functions when we get this unit at 55%. If my luck continues to hold, which I seriously doubt, then I will probably do a 79% showcase at some point. I don't think I'm going to be getting a rainbow on this guy, but we'll see. Because the more that I see the conversation on social media, the more I want to try this out. This cannot be real. I took a major L for the 73 Dragonstone link, what is it, pixel character update thing. I'm not taking an L for this one, so I am going to have healthy skepticism when it comes to this, because this is not real life. Not to me anyway. So anyway, that's it. We're looking forward to part 2. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the potential numbers and craziness that we're seeing coming out of the LR Super Saiyan Trio. What are your thoughts on the maintenance philosophy that I have? Do you guys agree with burning up the stamina as much as possible? After the November 15th incident with the refresh taking 15, 17, 18 hours to finish maintenance, are you going to be burning up your stamina as well? And if so, what are you going to be doing to get ready? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let you know I'm going to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.